This is the fourth example that I'll be doing on sketching of quadratic curves. So to speed up the process, I will find the y-intercept and the turning point first. You will realize that the y-intercept after finding is 3, and after completing the square, you will get the turning point to be -3, -6. Why I didn't bother showing the process from the beginning is because this is the same as the previous example. For this case, I'm actually going to focus on solving of x-intercept. You will realize that for this example, you cannot get the x-intercept by factorization using multiplication frame. So what you actually need to do is that you will need to solve it using the completed the square form. So as usual, to find the value of x-intercept, you let y to be equal to 0, and you get 0 to be equals to x squared plus 6x plus 3, and you factorize it using your completed the square form. You get x plus 3 bracket square minus 6. When you solve it, you will realize that x plus 3 bracket square equals 6. You take plus minus square root, and you realize that the final answer is x equals to square root 6 minus 3, or x equals to minus square root 6 minus 3. Of course, you have the value of the x-intercept, but you wouldn't know what exactly these values are. So in that case, it will be quite difficult for you to plot these 2 points on the graph. So what you can do is to use a calculator and work out what these values are approximately. And you realize that these 2 values, square root 6 minus 3, when you press the calculator and round to 3 significant figure, is about negative 0.551. And for the other value, minus square root 6 minus 3, after rounding off to 3SF, you realize is minus 5.45. I have plotted the turning point and the y-intercept because these are quite straightforward. Some of you will have difficulty plotting the x-intercept. So you will see negative 0.551. You try to approximate and label it on the graph. So you realize that it will be approximately here, negative 0.551. Just that instead of putting negative 0.551, you will put the exact value, which is square root 6 minus 3. And the other value, which is minus 5.45, you will approximate is somewhere on the other side. And instead of putting that, you will put minus square root 6 minus 3 instead, and label to x-intercept. And after that, you are ready to draw the curve. And this will be how the curve will look like after you have drawn. And remember to label the equation next to the curve.